Hello everyone and welcome back to your daily dose of water with Corey, because it's getting pretty late. And I was stupid, guys. I was so dumb today. Again, I woke up early. I woke up at like 8 o'clock, 7:30 or 8 o'clock to get work done, right? And I was like, I am going to get work done. And my computer didn't work again. So yesterday I was like, oh, it seems like everything's fine. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just not going to restart it right now because I don't know what's happening with it. I don't know what's wrong. And then I woke up this morning and the same thing was happening. So it took me close to 4 hours to get it actually up and running. Because it keeps like trying to restore files and then keeps messing up. So I did talk to iBuyPower on Twitter. And I'm going to call them tomorrow because I don't have time today. Call them tomorrow and see what we can do, see if we can figure out if it's the SSD that's failing, because that might be what's happening. Although, what happened now is I ended up forcing Windows updates that were I guess there was like 13 of them. And it worked, and I've restarted it twice, not 3 times, twice since then, and it's turned on all 3 times. So albeit a little bit slower. It's a little bit slower than it usually is. So I'm thinking it must be the SSD, which is fine because then I can just call iBuyPower and be like, can you send me a non-broken SSD, and I can just switcheroo it and lose maybe like an hour or 2 of work. This sucks though because I was supposed to stream roughly a half an hour ago. I was supposed to start the stream, and I'm just not going to be able to stream today. Or yesterday, which sucks. That's way too long without streaming. It's way too long. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So I will hopefully, if no issues happen with the computer, I will be streaming tomorrow, I hope. Today's my first day of work, and I'm actually a little nervous. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I always hear horror stories from working in a restaurant. I always hear horror stories, and it's supposed to be like a classy place, hence why I had to trim the beard and stuff. And I was supposed to get a haircut today too, but the computer kind of took up all my time. Yeah, I was also supposed to record Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories today, and that didn't happen either. I did get to do some work on the Fire Red series that's going to be happening. I was able to continue getting work done on that. And I think I've finally figured out a couple of the things that have been bogging me down. Because I've been thinking about this series way too much. My team weaknesses, what they're weak to, what they're not weak to, blah blah blah. And I don't have any poison. I don't really have any poison coverage, and I don't really have any psychic coverage. So I'm a little worried about those 2 types. And considering poison is one of the most, you'll run into poison the most in Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm a little worried. I can, of course, teach some Pokemon psychic abilities, so I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay for the most part. Poison's a pretty weak type anyways in Fire Red and Leaf Green, so it should be okay. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. But the big thing that I did figure out finally was nicknames. I think I know how I'm going to nickname everything, and basically it's going to be each Pokemon is going to have the name of a character from a series that I love. So like some will be, and like nerdy series too, like a character will have like a Star Wars name, Digimon name, Avatar name, you know, all that jazz. So I think that's what's gonna happen with that, like Avatar and like Dragon Ball Z and, you know, all that. I think that'll be cool. Because I don't want to nickname them after viewers, because I think there's just too many people now to be able to do something like that, and I don't want to name some Pokemon after some people and then people feel alienated. So I think I'm just gonna name them after characters that I enjoy in certain series. I think that's probably the best bet. Or not give them nicknames right away and then give them nicknames throughout the series based on things that they do or personality traits that we start seeing in the Pokemon. You know, maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know yet, but I'm leaning towards the each one has a series. You know, like if I have a water type, it'd be like Katara or something. I don't know. I think that's a good idea for me. I think that's a good idea. Alright, so I'm gonna end the Daily Dose here. I think it's gone on long enough. I don't want these to be too long. No. Anyways, so question of the day for all of you is, what has been your favorite career or job that you've had, if you've had a job? If not, what is your favorite volunteer or anything like that? For me, my favorite is probably working at Six Flags. I got to be the Flash and stuff at Six Flags, and it was just fun. It was just fun. I took it too seriously then, and I shouldn't have. I took it way too seriously then. You know, I like wanted to be a manager or lead, and I took it too seriously. But now I would go back and just work and have fun. So what about you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to go in the description of this video, and you can go and like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and all that other jazz that's in there. I don't know what else is in there. And I'll be streaming tomorrow, I hope, at 2 p.m. EST. Thank you guys so much for watching the Daily Dose, and remember, never give up, never surrender. I also want to take this quick moment to say that Alan Rickman was just a beautiful soul. Just a beautiful person to have on this earth. And it's really too bad that something like cancer exists, and that as far as we've come, we still can't beat something like that. And it's awful, because Alan Rickman was a huge part of my, like, I don't know, informative years, I guess. Galaxy Quest is one of my favorite movies, as you all know, which is why the Never Give Up, Never Surrender is there. Yeah. By Grabthar's hammer, you shall be avenged.